další marný pokus točit o čemkoliv jiném než o monstrech a dinosaurech. Dámy a pánové, srdečně vás zdravíme u dalšího dílu, tentokrát pravidelné série Jurassic Park The Game. Posledně jsme říkali, že vlastně to natočíme všechno v jednom kuse, ale ve skutečnosti jsme natočili v jednom kuse jenom ty 3 předchozí epizody a potom jsme se doslova zasekli a vůbec netušíme, kam nás to povede dál.
Tradiční pozdrav, ahoj.
Samozřejmě jsem tady i s bráchou, že jo, jak jinak bychom to dělali a nevím, jak dlouhá ta epizoda bude, ale radši se nebudeme rozkecávat a jdeme na to.
Bobo, jenom, co je dneska za den? Vlastně.
Čtvrtek. Oni to uvidějí příští čtvrtek.
Takže jo, super. Takže dneska je čtvrtek a zároveň čtvrtek.
Tuším, že příští čtvrtek to uvidí, no to je jedno. Tak jdeme na to, nebudeme kecat. Dobře, tak posledně jsme se sekli kousek před tímhle místem, tak to nahráváme znova.
Tentokrát nebudeme mluvit.
Radši vůbec, no.
To mluvení se viděli v minulém díle, tak jako není třeba vám to už ukazovat. A znova se zaseknout.
Are you serious?
What? I'm taking a break.
Good idea. Don't want you to strain yourself.
Dávám si pauzu.
Why didn't you tell Dr. Sarkin why it's so important to get off this island?
Trust me, if we bully that one, she's gonna cause problems.
So what do we do?
Simple. Charm her. Look, all I need to do is get some information on this woman. Dig into her past. Find out what makes her tick. I'm sure if I say enough of the right things, she'll practically think getting off the island was her idea in the first place.
Hey, can I bum one of those? Okay.
Můžu si dát. Můžu si taky vzít.
So, who feels like carrying these boxes back to the helicopter? Me neither. Ugh, smells like a barrel of wet dog hair.
To už jsme viděli v minulém díle.
No jo, no jo.
Dinosaurs eat that stuff.
A třeba je to prospěšný princ.
I'm not moving these things. They look like they weigh a ton.
I think Dr. Sorkin said we're only supposed to move file boxes.
Oh, yeah. Well, good.
Dobře, tak já se tady porozhlížím. Jestli nemá smysl začít mluvit.
Wait here. I'm gonna go talk to Sorkin.
Tohle podle mě byl ten zásadní zlom, který jsme měli udělat.
Help? See if you can dig up anything interesting on our friend Dr. Sorkin in those file boxes.
Cool.
Cool.
I can't tell you how many times I tried convincing him. The park should be a nature preserve. No theme park attractions, no cages. Hammond never really cared about the marvels I created for him. It's always been about the money.
That girl is your daughter?
Yeah, my youngest, Jess, 14.
Bye to.
You know, Doc, I saw some bites like that on one of my men back at the visitor center.
Mr.
Call me Billy.
Mr. Yoder, would you please tend to the InGen files like we discussed?
Yes, ma'am.
We need to go.
I hate to interrupt, ma'am, but I really think we need to be going.
I'm afraid I can't, Mr. Yoder. Someone needs to tend to the dinosaurs during this disaster.
I'm sorry, Dr. Sorkin, but InGen wants all survivors back on the mainland as soon as possible. No exceptions.
Why can't it wait?
Ne, ona ho nemá ráda. Tak to ne.
Listen, Hammond really made a mess of this place. You have no idea. There's no hiding his incompetence after this disaster.
To by mohlo jít.
Oh. You have a point.
Uložilo se to, takže
If you knew how I spent my youth, you'd be surprised to find me working in a place like this.
Neptej se
Gotta
jí,
get
co
back
jí donutit.
because you never know, the prisoner could have a relapse or something.
Highly unlikely.
You're in danger.
Look, Dr. Sorkin, we already caught one unauthorized trespasser. Who knows who else is on the island? Your life may be in danger.
I'll take my chances, thank you.
Neříkej I lose
Jo.
my job.
Is there anything I can say
Jasně.
to convince you to come with us?
No tak jasně.
If there is, you haven't said it yet.
Right.
Hammond decide. What about our patient?
Tady to asi nemá
To
smysl.
nahledej.
Ne, musíme teď sem, kde je ta Jess sama, že jo, s tím Oscarem. Aha, tak už ne.
So, what'd you find out?
Já myslím,
Looks
že
like
byla
Dr.
jít
Sorkin
pryč
wanted
a
to turn this
potom...
place into a dinosaur preserve instead of an amusement park.
And InGen didn't go for it, huh?
Why would they?
Já chtěla udělat rezervaci.
So Dr. Sorkin has a weakness for preserving wildlife. Good to know.
Tak teď můžeš jít pak.
Oh, that's a lot of rejected dino preserve proposals.
Yep.
You gotta hand it to the lady. She don't give up easy.
Okay.
Tak jí to jdem říct.
What's the point of rebuilding? Hammond will kowtow to the major shareholders and cut every corner to recoup their investment as fast as possible. With no regard to the animals' welfare. That you're angry and scared, and you've got to be exhausted. What's so important to you to go through all this?
Aha.
I'm sorry, I can't tell you. Very well. I'll talk. You listen.
Hey, you know who our prisoner is? Because no one else seems to.
Well, I've never seen her on the island before. I don't recognize her as someone who works for InGen. But I don't know everyone, so it's possible.
Sedej, jde prisoner.
Proč?
Hey, Doc, you got a pharmacy inside? It's gonna be a long flight back if we don't get this prisoner either elated or sedated.
She seems harmless enough now, and she's adequately secured. You afraid she's gonna beat you up?
Well, I do have a history of women wanting to get their hands on me. Dr. Sorkin,
As I told you, I'm staying behind to watch after the animals.
I'm sorry, but we really need to get you out of here.
Why?
Wouldn't this place be better off as some kind of dinosaur preserve? I mean, it's kind of stupid to treat these creatures like they're in some kind of circus, right?
To je výjimečně chytrý.
Obviously, that's true. If you knew how I spent my youth, you'd be surprised to find me working in a place like this.
Aha.
Trust me, there is a very good reason.
Well, come back when you think of one. I'm interested in hearing more about
Come back when you think of one.
Well, like a...
Možná ona zatím nic našla.
How's your smoke?
To je výraz za všechno.
Hlavně neklikej na konverzaci.
Já se jenom podívám, jestli tam... Já se jenom podívám, jestli tam není něco důležitého.
Hey, Oscar.
Musíme vyzkoušet
There's
všechno,
any
jinak
dirt
se z toho
Dr. Sorkin
nedostaneme.
mission brief.
Ono totiž
I'm gonna have to
musí
use
se
the old Yoder charm. I'll need some intel.
Big time protester in the 70s. Lots of animal rights crap.
Omlouvám se, kdyby mě bylo před chvilkou špatně slyšet.
All of her InGen
To je
related
jedno.
history is classified. Said to expect her to be a pain in the ass.
It said that?
Between the lines.
Are you gonna do any work around here? What, a reunion now? How the hell does Dr. Sorkin think we're gonna load all this crap into the chopper?
Dunno, but you better do it if you want to get on the good side.
Okay. Well, thanks. You've been a great help.
Jsme tam, kde jsme
Wanna tag
byli v
along with us?
minulém
That's
díle.
cool. Just give Oscar his space. Doesn't do very good with kids, or adults, or animals. Come to think of it, doesn't do very good with anybody. Just stay out of his way. So, Sorkin.
Hippie type. Got arrested a bunch protesting for animal rights.
No, vidíš, už nás dostal
Už
tam,
jsme
kde
tady
jsme byli.
zase. Já nevím, jak se to dá úplně odejít.
To se nedá odejít.
So, Sorkin.
Hippie type. Got arrested a bunch
Kvůli tomu, že
protesting for animal rights.
z toho se dostaneš jenom, když z toho získáš něco jako užitečného. Když to tady, z toho se nedá získat něco užitečného.
Hippie type.
Takže
Got
nás
arrested a
to
bunch
uvězní.
protesting for animal rights.
No, rozbil jsi to znova. No, předtím jsem to rozbil já, no. Jak jsi to udělal?
Pravým tlačítkem jsem to dokázal. Aha.
Super, takže...
Paráda.
Jo.
Ale jako tady už není nic jiného k prozkoumání a vůbec nevím, kam jako půjdem.
Thinking. The man continually ignored the warnings of his own scientists over marketing people, shareholders, everyone. A disaster like this was inevitable if you're in some kind of trouble with InGen.
Dr. Sorkin.
Why do you think interrupting me is going to work this time?
History.
Someone needs to speak to the board about protecting these dinosaurs. You believe in animal rights, don't you? Wouldn't you put your neck on the line for them?
You're absolutely right, Mr. Yoder. But none of this matters if the board of directors...
I'm not supposed to say this, but I heard the board is going to hold an emergency meeting about, you know, new leadership. If you were there, you could act as a witness to the events that took place here. They'd have to listen to you.
That's true. I hate to admit it, Mr. Yoder, but perhaps you're right.
And our orders also mention an assistant?
David. Yes. I'm afraid David won't be coming back with us. He told him to stay away from the quarantine
Dr.
tents.
Sorkin, I'm so sorry.
Thank you. Now, before we go, I have some work in the lab that must be completed first. Dr.
Ok,
Harding,
někam jsme se dostali.
perhaps you and your daughter would like to assist me.
Kam?
I've been working on
Nevím.
a cure for one of our dinosaurs' nastier genetic disorders.
Oh? Which one?
It's dietary. Right up your alley. Dr. Harding, we've done it.
And what exactly have we done?
Reverse the lysine contingency, of course.
Wait,
What's that? InGen, Henry Wu, added a gene to the dinosaurs that makes them dependent on supplements of an amino acid called lysine. Without their weekly doses, they'll all die off.
Cannot give that to the dinosaurs. They need to be contained. If any of them get off the island,
Okay, listen. I've been working with the Parasaur's behavioral program for months now. If I go back to the mainland to fight for this place, they'll all be dead before I can get back, along with all of my research.
Parasaurs?
Parasaurolophus. They're herbivores, generally safe.
Let me give the solution to them. To see if it
Parasaurolophus.
even works.
How many are we talking about?
Why don't you come out with me? See how much progress we've made with them.
Henry, Dad?
Fine. We'll go.
Cool.
I'm glad to finally have you out here.
Tyjo,
Dr.
tak ty jsou
Harding.
pěkný.
Despite the circumstances,
Výjimečně dobře zpracovaný
we've been
rozkoparkový
doing some very
parasaurolofové.
interesting work with our parasaurs. Behavioral communication experiments.
You've interpreted their calls.
Some of them. And I plan
Já
to
oceňuju,
use
že
that
tuhle
to-
ohradu neměli celou dobu jenom raptory.
Out?
Well, I'm not going to treat their water with them still in there.
How do we know there aren't
Kolik
any
je ten
bad
obličej?
dinosaurs around?
Dino told me.
Well, believe it or not, the dinosaurs told me. See that one? She's the lookout. She'll stand guard while the others graze. If there were any predators in the vicinity, she'd be nervous and emitting a danger call. But she's not. She's calm. Jerry, you can activate the speakers from there. Jess and I will set the various parasaur sounds that play through them.
Dad, it's okay. I mean, it's safe, right?
The
Co?
parasaurs will warn us of trouble before it gets close.
Stay with Dr. Sorkin.
Kam jde?
Já nevím, jde nějaké nalákat.
Kam?
So you can really speak dinosaur?
We've been doing behavioral tests using various parasaur calls, playing them through the speakers around the pen. We can't just shoo the animals out, but we should be able to manipulate them into moving using their own sounds.
Cool.
These speakers on the west side of the pen can be set to play a parasaur food call that will attract the hungry dinos. The speakers on the east control the mating sounds that will attract the more amorous dinosaur.
What about the big set of speakers in the middle of the pen?
Ah, those emit the danger call. The parasaurs will instinctively move away from it.
So basically, we can herd the dinosaurs out of this pen using the speakers and their sounds.
Aha.
Co je jako?
Tak jdeme na to?
Jo.
How do I turn on the speakers?
I'll have to tell your dad to do it when we're ready.
A my jako nejsme?
Nemusíš všechny zapnout. Cože? Je to, že
Je, to je takový ten hlavolam zase.
Není hlavan, ale vždycky v jedné řadě musíš mít jenom jedno. Nechte takhle. Nechte takhle, uvidím.
A co teď?
Musíš to změnit, nebylo to správně. Jo, takhle to dej, Ne, počkej. Ne, a dej to tam dole. Kvůli tomu, že jeden je vyháněcí. Počkej, ty dole jsou na jídlo, ty nahoře jsou pářecí, takže dej tamhle ten nahoře, vlevo.
Proč?
Tohle by mělo fungovat. Věř mi. A musíme to jako říct tomu tátovi. Tohle nějak neudělal.
Ale proč tam jsou jenom ty na jídlo a ty na páření? Proč tam nejsou ty odeháněcí?
Nevím, ale teďka musíme to říct. Activate speakers.
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
Activate the danger speakers.
Tak schválně.
Tady byl dinosaurus. Už tam není, zmizel. Ne, protože tam ten nic neudělal.
Jo, protože tam ten nic neudělá, musíme nejdřív vylákat tamto. Musíme vylákat nejdřív tu hlídku, aby oni šli za ní.
Počkej.
How come that one never moved?
That one stands guard to make sure all the others are safe.
Even when there's a danger call?
The lookout's the one that makes the danger call. When there are predators around, she'll stand her ground, drawing attention away from the other dinos.
Dobře, v tom případě musíme dát...
Activate speakers.
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
Zkusíme mating. Že by ona odešla za partnerem.
I need you to activate the east side speakers, please.
East side. Okay.
Špatně reaguje.
Počkej, třeba bude chtít jít za tou hlídkou.
So, what happened to your assistant?
Let's not talk about that right now.
Did you work with him long?
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
Listen, he was a wonderful young man. And I am sad. I really am. But if I let that stop my work, then all these animals will die too, trapped behind the walls that we built. You understand?
Proč to prostě nezničíš? Můžu zničit ty zdi.
Počkej, tak hele, možná to bude lepší, když aktivujeme veškerý ty.
To nejde.
Ne, veškerý ty východní reproduktory. Ale ne, co?
Proč?
Já chci vyzkoušet, jestli je možný.
Odlákat strach.
No. Ne, to asi nejde. Tak můžeme zkusit.
Tohle už jsme měli. To už jsme...
Já nevím, tak můžeme zkusit jídlo.
West side speakers, please.
To ale máme vyplý.
No ne úplně.
Úplně. Westside nemáme aktivovaný.
don't take this the wrong way, but isn't this kind of pointless? They're just gonna be eaten anyway, right?
Some will, yes. But others will adapt, find places to inhabit, mate, and carry on the species. A much better fate than being massacred in this pen.
But they can't mate. Dad said the dinosaurs on the island are all girls.
Well, you can never be 100% sure about something like that.
Jo, já už vím, my jsme některý z nich odlákali tam k těm zdrojům, tak teď musíme zase zmáčknout to ostatní. No, že jsme některý z nich odlákali ty, který tam byli. A teď musíme zase přilákat ty další.
Myslíš toho zbylýho?
No.
Protože tam už je jenom jeden. Ne, nic nedělej, jenom řekni.
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
Ale nevím co.
East Side speakers again.
Teď zkusíme to samý s tím žrádlem.
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
West Side speakers, please.
Proč zatím jdou jenom tyhle?
Stráž stojí.
So I heard you were like a hippie protester or something in the 70s.
Where'd you hear that?
From Yoder.
The 70s were a tumultuous time. I fought for what I believed in, and sometimes it gets you arrested.
You were arrested? And you still got a job as a, you know, scientist?
Paleogeneticist. And yes, youth is the time to be reckless and test your boundaries. It's how you learn what's important to you.
Můžeme to zkusit ještě přepnout obráceně, abychom přelákali toho posledního, co je tam vzadu.
Vzadu žádný není.
Tady toho.
Jo, toho jak jsi odlákal.
No. A můžeme...
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
East Side speakers again.
A možná vlastně oni potom odběhnou, protože budou před tou hlídkou, že to jí ani neuvidí.
Pravda. Takže teď, když aktivuješ...
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
Activate the danger speakers.
Tak schválně.
Jo, hlídka začala vyjít.
That's it. They're out.
Good job, Jess.
Finally.
Jo, oni tím, jak byli před ní, tak ji neviděli. A neotáčeli se za ní, rovnou šli.
You'll be a behavioral scientist someday.
Maybe I
Protože
will.
to slyšeli zpoza ní.
Paráda. A myslím, že tímhletím úspěchem bychom to mohli dokončit.
Jenom věc chci říct, tam byla ještě možnost
What's wrong with the foot?
scare dinos, možná
It's a broken
to bylo
toe.
to
Feel free to
To
have
asi
a look.
ne.
I just have to do one more thing and then we can leave.
broken
Lysine.
toe.
If the dinosaurs are to have a fighting chance, they'll need the solution to survive.
I'm still not sure.
Jerry, this is my life's work. These are basically my children. I'm not gonna let these creatures die because some bureaucrat can't stand losing control. They deserve their own lives.
Jess,
Dr. Sorkin?
Laura,
Laura, what's lysine?
InGen, Henry Wu, added a gene to the dinosaurs that makes them dependent on supplements of an amino acid called lysine. Without their weekly doses, they'll all die off.
Don't tell my dad, but I got a D in chemistry.
Then today should be very educational. The solution we were creating at the lab will reverse this scenario, allowing the animals to live out their natural lifespan. We just need to get it into the main water supply.
Okay, that should be easy, right?
This is a big responsibility, Jess.
I can handle it, Dr. Sorkin. I mean Laura.
Okay, Jess, let's get started.
OK, no tak tímhle bychom asi už dneska skončili. My jsme to teda hráli dál, ale ve finále už se blížíme hodně úplnému konci téhletý epizody, tak jsme se rozhodli to utnout tady. A já teda musím říct, strašně pěkný příběh v tuhletu dobu, pěkná zápletka jako téhletý části a krásný design těch parasaurlofů. Co ty?
Já mám pocit, že jsme všechny ty parasaurolofy mohli vyhnat tím, jak tam bylo to scaredem.
Já si myslím, že bychom to akorát prodloužili ten průběh toho, že by nám to akorát jsme zjistili, že to nejde ale takhle vlastně jsme je odlákali rovnou, že jo, to by dalo rovnou ten poplašný signál. Já si myslím, že takhle to nefungovalo, ale...
Ne, to by nedal, ne, s Cardem to by je nějak musel vystrašit, to by nedal.
Ne, já si právě myslím, že on by rovnou pustil ten poplašný signál, protože o tom mluvili. A takhle jsme to teprve domluvali. No, já myslím, že by to nijak nepomohlo, ale strašně se mi líbil koncept toho příběhu. A těšte se za 2 dny, protože neuhádnete, pokud tu hru neznáte, co nás tam potkalo. Tak se mějte.
Ahoj.